him to move forward with that, but that doesn't mean that Donald Trump is not going to try, because we have seen him try before, and especially in the hours before the election, there's a big question here of, especially if they try to lay claim to Iran or China trying to use foreign influence, the president could try to make the case that there is a foreign threat here domestically, that it makes it incumbent upon him to, whether it be seize voting machines, which he considered doing. Michael Schmidt did a great report there in real time about that, and this is a moment here where the president of the United States is more eager than ever, clearly based off of our reporting, to push the ball forward on this, and simply having Congress not pass a SAVE Act, that's not going to satisfy it.
I mean, Michael, it seems that the immunity decision protects him from being criminally prosecuted for doing that, but it doesn't make that which is unconstitutional lawful. What is in the system? What remains in the system as an antibody to protect against his unconstitutional conduct?
Well, you're exactly right. The Constitution is very clear. States run elections. Congress has a legitimate role in passing national legislation. Presidents have no role. And already this year, as we've seen this campaign to try to undermine the midterms, courts have stepped up. He had an executive order last year purporting to take personal control of elections and require people to produce a passport, not even a birth certificate, but a passport. And it was blocked by the courts, which said it was illegal. There's no legal basis for any of these things that are being reported. And this notional executive action claiming Chinese influence in 2020, it seems to be based on sort of whackadoodle theories by election deniers with no basis in reality. Courts are willing to step up, and states have a role as well. They run the elections. So I do think that if we are aware, if we're calling out these efforts, and if we all do what we need to do, we can have secure and free and fair and hopefully uneventful elections in November.
Michael, the November elections were an absolute political calamity for Republicans. The margins were so massive. It's my experience from being on campaign sides that voters internalize dynamics, and it's almost a GOTV, it's almost a get out the vote message to tell voters that their vote is at risk. It's going to be harder to vote. They don't want you to vote. It's just a piece of sort of human psychology in my time in elections, that the harder you make it, the more you drive up incentive to vote.